Well, an MTA worker is still recovering after he was grazed by a bullet in Brownsville during the evening rush hour. It happened last night.
Yeah, he's just the latest victim in just a string of violent incidents that we've seen in Brooklyn. Pix 11's Cristian Benavides has the latest for us tonight.
Yeah, guys, that 3 train coming in the middle of rush hour. You can just imagine the mayhem that ensued. Many people running down the stairs, trying to get away from that gunfire. We know that MTA worker that was caught in the crossfire is expected to be okay. It's yet another act of violence in Brooklyn after a string of incidents that have so far claimed the lives of 4 young teenagers in just the past 7 days. NYPD Chief of Detectives speaking out about the violence at a press conference.
What's the common denominator in almost all of this? Gangs and violence. Gangs and violence, and usually guns.
Last night, the latest scene played out in Brownsville after shots rang out at the Sutter Avenue and Rutland station. Police say 2 groups were fighting each other on a southbound number 3 train. They got out on the elevated platform and someone opened fire. A bullet grazing an MTA maintenance supervisor in his forearm. Sources have identified him as 47-year-old Carlo Thorne. He was just coming home from work, an innocent bystander. His neighbor calling him a good man, a father of 2 children who always stops to say hello.
I'm fine, but
We spoke to his mother on the phone, who told us the family is doing fine and that for now they'd like to maintain their privacy. Police asking for the community to come together and put an end to the violence.
I'd like to see a little more outrage about 5 to 7 miles south of here in Brooklyn, quite frankly. We've had in 3 days a 15-year-old, a 15-year-old, and a 16-year-old murdered on the streets of Brooklyn, within about 2 miles of each other.
The suspect in this latest incident is thought to be just a teenager.
It's really an horrible thing that, you travel tired coming home and then somebody just open fire like that. It's really a nerve-wracking situation.
Police telling us at this time that 3 out of 10 suspects are in custody. That shooter, again, thought to be about 16 to 18 years old. If you know anything, contact 1-800-577-TIPS. We're in Brownsville, Brooklyn. I'm Cristian Benavides, Pix 11 News.
Hopefully they get the rest.